Okay, okay. Good afternoon. This is the Fire Commission meeting of September 22nd, and we have a quorum. Mayor Rilling is on the phone together with Commissioners Destruge, Bentley, Chief Gatto, Assistant Chiefs McCabe and Bassett, and Alan Markowitz, and also Michelle DeLuca. Anybody else that I missed out?
Roderick.
Oh, welcome.
Little late.
Yes, didn't see you on the line. Okay, so the first order of business is to approve the minutes of the August 17 meeting. Do I have a motion to approve those minutes?
I'll move.
Thank you. Moved by, was that Commissioner Bentley?
No, that was me.
Oh, didn't recognize the
Rilling.
voice, sorry. Okay, any comments or corrections? No comments or corrections?
Not by me.
None.
All right, Chief?
No, we're all right.
Okay, then having no amendments or modifications, do we have a vote to approve the minutes as submitted?
So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Bentley. The next order of business is there are no action items. Fire Chief's report, budget report.
Okay, so here we are 2 months into the new year. And as you could tell from the firefighting salary versus the overtime accounts, the salary account 11.8%, but the overtime account is 18.1%. And that will hopefully reverse itself once we put on the new candidates at the end of the month and then moving forward. So that was to be expected anyway. Overall, we're at 15.9%, which is still under 8% a month, which is good for the whole year.
Yep.
I do want to talk about, excuse me, for this year moving forward, we're requesting $61,000 in rollover requests from last year's budget. And a lot of it has to do for the new recruits that we're putting on, which we want to pay for psychological testing. A large portion of the money is for the OSHA physicals that were not done due to the COVID, and services and training that we're going to be needing for the new recruits. So that's going to be rolled, hopefully will be approved in next month's finance meeting.
Okay.
I think that's it for the budget.
Any questions or comments?
No. None for me.
Okay. Thank you, Chief. Looks like we're right on target, actually below target. 1666 would be target. Good job. Okay. Go back to the agenda. The next item on the agenda is Assistant Fire Chief of Administration.
Yeah.
Yep. So Chief Bassett here. We
Yes.
interns from UNH. We have 2 interns that started the end of August, first week in September. So they've been continue working on our pre-planning and trying to tighten up our inventory, our facilities maintenance, making a list of filters and, belts and things for our mechanicals. So those are two big projects they're working on as they move forward. They're also participating in our training and some of our regional training, both emergency management, our hazmat training. So they're doing both of that. Our foam, all the PFAS foam, well, 99.9% of it, I'll say, has been taken away by the state. So hopefully that's a done deal. Everything that we had on hand should have been taken away. And we just replaced it with our green foam with this year's capital budget. We purchased the green foam and some new appliances for the apparatus in the Marine Division. So that's a good thing. We got that off our table. Fitness equipment grant continues to move forward. I went through council, went through finance, and then council. As far as the acceptance of the grant, and the bids are coming in this week. Closing date is Friday. Myself and firefighter Reich will probably take a peek at Bonfire with Carlene over in purchasing, and then select the winner hopefully sometime next week. So that's moving forward. No other grant updates at this point. I checked today, and there's nothing. We got the fire prevention grant that we have something in for, but no awards came out for that. The RMS system also went through finance and council. We're signing a contract with ESO to start moving on that and transitioning our data from Firehouse to ESO. So kind of Captain Conti and Joyce from IT are going to lead that project. As far as getting the data migrated over, and whatever intern support we can give them. But I think they'll be graduated by the time we get to that point. Linda put the buildings under the agility, the agenda here. So Station 1, Matt from the law department got back to us, and Chief might have a couple more updates on this, but they're in the process of finalizing the contract. So hopefully work will start again within, I would say, next month, once the contract's signed and that's squared away. And probably have to look closer with Captain Hines on the dates of the project and having a plan to keep working around the company that's assigned to Station 1. And we signed sealed the camera projects off and running for the station. So security cameras for all 4 sides of the building. We had our kickoff meeting with IT and the contractor, and that project is starting to happen, and putting our call boxes in the at the firehouses so somebody can reach us even when we're not there. So that's what's been going on in the last month for our admin.
Thank you. Any questions or comments?
Sounds good.
Can I just add, the contract that is being drafted between Old Republic and the city of Norwalk will go to the Land Use and Building Management Committee on October 6th, and then move to the Common Council for approval, hopefully by the 12th, and then the mayor signs it. And then the money will get transferred or deposited into Old Republic account, and then they will pay for the construction again of the project. So they will handle all the payouts at that point.
Sounds good.
A little confusing.
Any other questions or comments before we move on to operations?
I have none.
No, I have none.
Okay, Assistant Chief Bassett, before we move on, the commission wants to thank you for your many years of loyal service to the Norwalk Fire Department. We are proud of the work that you've done. You've impressed us very much. We are sorry to see you leave, and we wish you the best because we know you're moving on to to a dream that's always been in your heart. So we wish you the best and thank you for your loyal service.
Thank you. My
I,
I'm
I,
locked here.
I
Well said,
agree,
Commissioner.
Commissioner.
Yep, well said. I think the whole commission feels that way.
Yes.
We chose you for the position you're in because we felt you were highly qualified, very professional, had a significant education. Again, thank you for your years of service.
Thank you and wish you all the best.
Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Assistant Chief of Operations, Assistant Chief McCabe.
Good afternoon, everybody. In the past month, we have completed the onboarding for our 12 new recruits. That consisted of a thorough medical exam, psychological assessment, and background check. And all 12 have completed those. So they will begin on September 30th with a week of training with DC Markowitz to get them up and running with our procedures. And then they will begin rotating in on shift on October 9th. So it'll be good to get them on shift and get them filling those vacancies and onto the line. So we're excited for that.
Great news. Thank you.
Yeah.
For the summary of our August statistics, we had 717 calls in August, an average of 23.1 per day. We had 11 fires, 4 of those being vehicle fires and 4 cooking fires. We had 58 rescues, 47 of those being motor vehicle accidents. 380 emergency medical responses. We had 29 hazardous conditions, 32 public assist and service calls, 50 smoke scare, good intent, and 154 alarms. For our cumulative statistics from January through August 31st, we've had 4,810 total incidents. That's up 351 calls from 2020. And we've had 7,599 total runs, which is up 772 runs from 2020. As far as our calls of note, we had a city carting truck that caught fire at the city carting facility. And Engine 2 responded down there. They moved the truck to a safe location where it dumped its contents, and Engine 2 was able to extinguish that fire once the contents were dumped. They need a lot of water to soak that down, and King Industries Security assisted us with traffic control on Science Road for that incident. We also had a garage fire on Silent Grove Court. We had a heavy equipment fire on Chestnut Street, and then a car fire up on Main Street. As you can see, the calls are up. So the crews have been busy. As you know, we've had the vacancies. The firefighters have done a great job filling the vacancies, working the fire watches, such as at the Oyster Fest, and making sure that all of our jobs were covered. So our hat is off to them. And as I said, it'll be good to get the next 12 firefighters on to take some of the load off of the crews. But the past month has been busy but successful. And I can take any questions.
Yes. Questions?
None. Busy, doing a good job.
Yeah, I would just like to commend our first responders, fire, police, for their response to Tropical Storm Ida. I think they were out there in dangerous situations, helping the members of the public, and I was keeping abreast of all the occurrences that were happening in the extreme flooding. So congratulations and thank you to the fire and police officers, first responders who were out there. Also, a special shout out to, I know she's coming up soon, but Michelle DeLuca, who was on top of things and has stayed on top of things regarding documenting damages and things like that. So if there is any disaster relief, we might be able to apply for it. So again, thank you to everybody.
Well, thank you. Okay, moving on to the fire marshal's report.
Good afternoon, everyone. All right, for the month of
afternoon.
August, we had 140 total inspections, of which 47 were residential with 166 individual units. We sent out 93 notifications. We had 1 pub ed event, completed 40 plan reviews, 8 liquor license inspections for an income total of $2,420. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions or comments?
No,
Thank you, Fire Marshal Sawyer. Emergency management. Michelle.
Hi. Really only a couple things today. First, as the mayor mentioned, Ida. We are still dealing with some of the remnants from that storm. On the public assistance side, we had costs and damages submitted from Public Works, Police, Fire, and that was submitted to the state. And then on the residential side, we had about 50 reports from residents that were compiled and also submitted. We are still waiting to see if we reach the threshold needed to qualify for public assistance and individual assistance. So I do hope to get that information ideally this week. And then on a regional level, we are doing a meeting with FEMA, focused on long-term recovery and getting a better sense of what funding might be out there for some of the long-term recovery programs. And then locally, we've also had some conversations with DPW, planning and zoning, conservation, and a few others about the impact of climate change. And if there's any hazard mitigation projects we might want to look at moving forward, especially for the trouble spots, McKendree Court and a few others, to see if there might be some longer term solutions for those areas. And I think that's it. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Any questions or comments?
No, none. It's doing a good
Okay.
job with that.
Thank you. Okay, Deputy Chief of Training, Adam Markowitz, Training Division Report.
Good afternoon. So for the past month, we concluded our, we did rapid intervention team review, which is the rapid intervention team is the firefighters whose sole purpose is to rescue other town firefighters at an incident. So we did a rapid intervention team review. We continued and finished the nutrition and wellness overview that we had started. We continued and finished the Marine Unit 238 overview. We continued and finished our active shooter EMS training. We did a 2-part PowerPoint called Reading the Exterior, which deals with building construction and being able to look at a residence and knowing where's the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the kitchens, et cetera, from the outside to give us an advantage as far as locating people and whatnot. COVID vaccine, I have, as of today, department-wide, we are at 62% vaccinated. Now, the 62%, that is what we're told. So that number could be more, but that's based on everyone who has told us or provided documentation that they've been vaccinated. It's more likely than not that there are some people that have been vaccinated that haven't informed us, but as of today, we're at 62% department-wide. And then last, our year-to-date training summary. As of yesterday, we're at 2,184 hours of department training. To put that into perspective, that's more than 2019 and 2020 combined. It's more than the year of 2018, and we're fast approaching 2017. We'll probably pass that next month. We're on pace right now to do roughly 3,000 hours, which would be a record number for Norwalk. And as Chief McCabe had mentioned, I want to thank the firefighters for that. It's with the amount of time they've been working, with the overtime and whatnot, it's been a lot to ask of them. And, you know, this is all because of them. So they've bought in, they've worked with us, and they've committed themselves to bettering themselves, and it shows. So I want to thank them. And if you have any questions, I can answer them for you.
Thank you, and congratulations to everyone.
Yeah,
Any questions?
no, just a sincere thank you for the dedication that's obvious from our firefighters.
Yes, and I echo the thoughts of Deputy Chief Markowitz and the commissioners. It's very difficult when you're low on staff and you have to pick up the slack. And they've been doing it, and they've been doing it professionally and cheerfully. So I want to thank all the firefighters as well.
Thank you. Okay, local 8:30 report. There are no items.
Yeah, we've got nothing new to report this month.
Okay, good to see you though. Thank you. Old business, update on building repairs.
We covered that.
Yes, we did. Okay, new business. There are no new business. We do have a correspondence letter is attached. Chief,
So
do you
they-
want to go over that?
Yeah, just briefly, back in August, 178 Wolfpit Avenue, a caregiver was at this individual's home, and she noticed that there were no smoke detectors. And she contacted our fire marshal office, and we went out and installed some smoke detectors for them. It's a thank you letter for being courteous and prompt attention to her request. And I sent a thank you letter to this lady and her agency for being on top of that and recognize that there are no smoke detectors in the apartment.
Mhm.
So I do want to mention one more quickly that's not on the agenda. October 21st is the Exchange Club. They have it's called Salute to Connecticut's Bravest. It's a recognition of firefighters that have done something out of the ordinary or something worthwhile that they need to be recognized. And they're going to start that program back up again this year. And we will be participating in that. We had a water rescue incident back in July where our Marine Division went out and rescued 4 people that were hanging onto a capsized boat for over an hour there in the water. And we were able to get in and get them out of there and removed safely. So they'll be recognized at the event, but I wanted to tell you that it's coming up August 21st.
Thank
That's
you.
correspondence.
That's good news.
Yeah.
Okay.
To Fly Home
Yeah.
Commission.
Chief, can I throw one more thing in there?
Sure.
Just, past Chief Anderson's getting,
Oh,
put into the Firefighters Hall of Fame this week. He's actually going in. It was 2020, but he was nominated by the Fire Service Instructors Association and accepted last year. And that dinner's this Thursday, but just something from one of our members of the past.
Yeah.
Can you send us information on that, please?
I will try. It's been vague, but I will dig it up.
All right. And does his wife know?
Yeah, the family's been in contact with me over the last 2 years when he first got the nomination. So the family is going. I could send you some info. There are
Okay.
extra tickets. If anyone did want to come, just reach out to me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, since there are no other items on the agenda, the item number 14, we are not having that executive session. So do we have a move to adjourn?
So moved.
Thank you, Commissioner Bentley. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, we are at 10:26, 3:26 We are adjourned.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, everyone, and have a great
everyone.
rest of the day and good
Thank
week and
you.
month.
Thank you.